Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Joseph George from George George ADR Group. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm good. So we were talking off set. What is an ADR?
ADR is alternative dispute resolution.
That's a very fancy way of saying mediation, I believe.
Yeah, it's a very fancy way of saying mediation, but it's a form of, covers the whole concept of alternative dispute, whether it's mediation, arbitration, or facilitation, or negotiation. So it's just a bigger word that covers the whole concept of the whole arena.
And so this is your firm, and you are a mediator.
Yes, sir.
So for the folks that don't know a lot about the legal process, what is the difference between having a mediation and a full-on court hearing or trial?
So we like to call that portion, we like to call that litigation. So mediation is different than litigation. It's more less expensive. It's a voluntary process where impartial person actually helps them to facilitate agreement in between both parties. So if they have, let's say, a dispute over construction, construction guy builds a house and there's a dispute, then that mediator gets in the middle and he helps them to facilitate that negotiation where it's a nice, easy process for both parties.
So when people are looking to have some sort of a dispute resolved, where do you come in? How do you help? And then what is the value that you provide for the client that may be a more cost-conscious way out? Mm-hmm. And then how do you kind of go about doing things?
So a lot of people think that you need an attorney when you go to mediation. Actually, you really don't. It's dependent on your case, and it's a case-by-case scenario. So most of the time, what you actually will do is the person would send the other party a notice to mediate, saying, hey, we can't seem to come to a resolution for this issue that we're having. I would like to start the process off by mediation. So they'll send them a notice with 3 or more mediators on that list. The other party picks that mediator off the list. And then once both parties have agreed to that mediator, then they contact that mediator, and that mediator will send both parties out a mediation letter saying that we agreed to mediate, you're going to use me, X, Y, Z. And then that process gets started from there.
So when you do a mediation, the goal is obviously to be able to solve things before one goes to trial.
Yes.
If people want to find out more about you, the process, how to do the mediation, if they're are they a client for mediation, or are they a client for trial, what's the best way to reach out?
So they'll contact me at 904-553-2540, or they could go to our website at www.georgeandgeorgeadr.com, and the end is A-N-D. So it'll be George and George, A-N-D, George, A-R-D.com.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's interesting to find out different ways that we can have alternative dispute resolution.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks for joining us on Jacksonville Buzz. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.